Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drip League podcast. This is episode. I don't fucking know what episode we're on. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. I'm here with our host, Slinger. Skelly.
We're not doing we're not doing the intros anymore.
I don't give a shit. We just did one. We just fucking did one. All right.
I mean, Slinger got one. No one else did.
I'm unknown.
Yeah.
It's
With
fine.
Slinger, and that's all. This podcast is going to just be Contra and Slinger talking.
What's even the topic today?
Chicks,
Bitches.
bro.
I don't want to talk about that shit.
You don't like chicks?
We can talk about the James Bond movies.
Nah, you guys do your thing. I'll just sit here, and if I have anything to say, I'll say.
Well, it's like every other podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo, where's Mo? Where's our spectator?
Yeah, I think he's still asleep.
What a
Yeah, that's a censor. I gotta write it down.
Not surprising that the black dude is going to be absent.
What?
The black dude.
The black dude?
Yeah, I'm talking about Contra. Yeah, because he's like, I'm gonna just hang out. You guys do your thing. It's like
He does
he's
that
gonna walk
literally
out on us like
every
a dead.
episode.
I do that literally every episode.
Like last episode might be the most he's talked.
Yeah.
Last episode, there's another one too, where he specifically had to mention that he actually spoke in that one.
Yes.
Motherfucker's a mute.
He's here in spirit always, but never in person.
All right, Rocky, you can start with your chick stories.
All right, so I think my favorite one has to be fifth grade, because that's when I had my first like quote unquote girlfriend. It was this fat white girl named Rebecca, and we didn't do anything. We didn't hold hands. We didn't kiss or nothing. But like we were just boyfriend girlfriend by title. Looking back on it now, I realize what she said to me, but at the time I didn't know. She was talking about her and her sister. Something happened. I guess her dad or her stepdad gave her some like warm liquid to drink, and then all of a sudden he ended up in jail. And I now understand that her dad / stepdad was actually abusing her and her sister, and he like date raped them. So that's one.
Well,
That's
what a
something I-
fucking starter.
It's a fucking starter. Yeah, that's something I didn't expect to hear at 10 years old, and now like as an adult, I can internalize it. Like, god damn, she was telling me about her abuse. Like, okay,
Yeah, I know.
With this one trick, I will go to jail with a bottle.
fucking Bill Cosby hates him. Watch how this man abused his two daughters with one simple trick.
Speaking of like elementary or like whatever young ass stories, I remember I had to be young because I was in like daycare, like so this was like probably
4
elementary
years old at
sometime.
least, right?
Yeah, some whatever fucking age is daycare, but like this chick in the like class, like not the class, whatever the fuck you call it, other daycare kids had a huge crush on me. Like I think I just called her my girlfriend so she'd stop nagging me. And like at the daycare, all I want to do is play RuneScape with my friends there and just chill with them. I remember she'd always like want to hug me and shit. And I'd just be like, no, don't touch me. Because I was just a standard kid, you know. I didn't want to hang out with girls. I didn't want
You
them
were a
around me.
shonen protagonist.
This chick wanted to fucking kiss me or hug me in front of my friends. I was like, no, go away.
Ew, you're gross.
I remember she wanted to
Bitch
hold my
chick.
hand. And I was like, no, I'm going to go play RuneScape with my friends. I remember I dumped her after I left daycare. I remember she would just like still try to keep in contact with me afterwards to like talk about Pokemon, whatever I was interested in. I remember I just ignore her calls or hang up. I remember she'd like call my house.
Ghosting girls since fucking childhood, I suppose.
Yeah, he was a shonen protagonist back in the days, and he had the Yandere GF to boot. This bitch was calling his house and shit in daycare era. Shit.
Yeah, because I didn't have a cell phone or whatever. So like, you know, you give her your parents'
call the
number.
house,
Well, like not
yeah.
the house number, not my parents, but like it was when we still had the fucking one with the cords, the phone with like actual cords too, not like a wireless phone.
I see. Them old boomer phones.
So like she'd call and I'd be like in the kitchen and she'd want to talk about, because I was like at the time I was, you know, loved Pokemon or whatever. So like she'd try to talk to me about that and I would just try to get through the phone calls as fast as possible.
Nice.
I've never liked listening to them, and
No,
since the day I was
clearly not.
born.
Clearly not. And this is why your mother hates you.
Well, that's probably why I don't like listening to women, so it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, women don't ever have anything beneficial or good to say, so who fucking cares?
They only do one good thing with their mouth,
Mhm.
and it's not talking.
And if you're any of the girls that I've been with, they can't do it right for very long.
That's why I
What?
prefer.
My exes couldn't deep throat Slinger.
Yeah, because you don't have much dick.
It should be easy then. It should be easy then.
The logic don't track.
Right? You should be able to take 2 inches. You could take your middle finger right now, jam it in the back
Yo,
of your throat. You'll
Zaraki
be
keeps
fine.
saying
Deep-throating.
Zaraki keeps saying 2 inches. I'm gonna start believing him at some point.
2 inches,
should.
like they might as well be sucking on their thumb. Like they should be used to that shit. I'll be
Dead
honest.
ass.
You got that Tic Tac dick. It's easy to go in.
Or Connor's like, I'm gonna start believing. Yeah, you should. My dick's small, and I want
Let
everybody
me
to
see
know
it.
that.
Let me see it.
Bet. Bet. I
We've
got
seen
you.
We
it.
saw it.
We saw
I
it.
haven't.
Why
Yes,
y'all
then
gotta expose yourselves? Like every time my
you
dick
can
comes up
expose
in
yourself. It
conversation-
wasn't my choice. You can't.
Every time, no. Every
You got
time my
flashed.
dick comes up in conversation, these gay motherfuckers be like, "Oh, we've seen your dick already, Zaraki." Like,
Fucking
thanks,
fag niggas.
thanks.
You
Homo.
flashed us, bro.
No,
This
I
is like
didn't.
you flash someone, they bring up. You remember that time you fucking flashed us, you asshole, and you call him gay for it?
You shouldn't have looked.
What? I'm gonna
He's
come rape
watching
you.
the video.
You're gonna come rape me. That's pretty gay, bro.
Yeah.
It's a video too. It wasn't a picture. It was a whole ass video, and he watched it.
It's because it autoplayed. I got fucked.
Uh huh. Like I got autoplay.
It's actually still funny to me how when the other people in the server saw that video, none of them was like complimenting his dick or something. They were all complimenting the girl who's doing the thing.
Yep. Yep. You know, funny enough, I don't know if I told it on the podcast already. I know I've said it in VC before, but there was one chick in another server when they didn't know it was mine. I just dropped it as like amateur porn or whatever, and she was like, "Oh, he's not even holding her hair back. He's not making any noise. Like this is a really shitty like
I
video."
feel like I'd be completely silent,
Right, and I was, and
except for like an occasional growl.
because we were filming it, so it's like I didn't want to. You know, when you watch porn, you don't want to hear the dude going, "Oh fuck."
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah, it
silent
breaks
too.
the
Like,
immersion.
it's like grunts, like occasionally, but it's mostly
Well, the
silent.
thing is,
I hate
is,
dudes who do that shit. Like where they make fucking not obnoxious sounds. Like shut the fuck up,
Yeah,
bro.
I was watching one yesterday where the guy was like he was about to fucking like pass a kidney stone or something. I'm like, I'm not here for. I wouldn't do that. Breaks my immersion. Hella
Oh
hard.
wait, from what I've seen through my time on Twitter and stuff like that, do women like some sound feedback?
They like nut videos. So
They
grunts.
love it, but I don't feel comfortable with that.
I mean, there's a difference between grunts and shit going, oh yeah,
Yeah, look,
like over
yeah,
the top shit.
yeah, exactly.
Like you do occasional dirty talk and like validation. You don't fucking do that weird over the top like porn shit. It's just fucking cringe.
Exactly. It's like chicks too. Like guys don't like bitches who be screaming. There was a video I saw where this chick was just shouting, yelling at the top of her lungs. I was like, I gotta turn this off. No bitch I would ever be
Yeah.
with this fucking loud. Like I would literally kick you out of bed for that if you just start screaming shit. Like hell no. Hell, at least be discreet with it. Because a lot of the sex that I had early on was like when other people were in like different rooms, so I had to be quiet. So when me and her had a hotel room to ourselves, like maybe twice, we were quiet about it. We didn't really make much noise. She was a quiet person too. She didn't make noise either. But back to what I was saying, I posted that video in another server, and this one chick was talking hella shit about it. And then I posted in my server saying that it's my video and I'm in it. And she's like, "Oh, look at you holding her hair. Look at you making some noise. You know, we love to see that." And like, you fake as fuck,
What
you
the fuck?
bitch. Yeah.
Doesn't that
She
like directly
reacted-
contradict what they were saying before?
Yeah, it was the same person that I showed it to in a different server. The only difference was that I mentioned that it was me in the video. But like, you're fake as fuck. Not surprised. But another story I had was still in 5th grade when I was quote unquote dating that chick, and there's this one chick in 6th grade. She was like a skater chick. She had braces. Like she could have gotten it, but she kept making jokes when she was around me about like making out. Like I think it was the last day of
Like
school.
no one's playing a game. That fucker's up.
Right. So her and this other chick, her best friend's tall ass bitch, she was like, "Oh, I have an idea. We should go into the girls' bathroom and just make out with each other." And I just laughed it off, went and never saw them again because it was the last day of school. I'm just like, you fucking idiot. You could have had a good ass time there at fucking 10, 11 years old, but I blew it.
Wait. 10, 11 years old?
Yeah, it was 5th grade, so I was
could've
like
had
10,
a-
11. I
You
could
could
have
have had
been.
a fun time
I could have had
at
a
10 or 11 years old.
three-way
Yes.
of making out. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
You didn't have a girlfriend? Well, never mind.
Hey,
I don't
making
want
out-
Yeah. That's a dumb question. Right fucking there.
Hey, making out's fun.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. There was one time high school. It was 9th grade, freshman year, and I was at the school for only 1 month, but it was enough time for this one chick to get a crush on me. And I mean, she was one of those girls who, like, obviously, looked better in makeup, as most tend to. It's very rare to find a chick who's attractive without it, right?
Okay,
So-
calm down.
Okay, hold on.
Fucking
So
George Clooney over here.
So there was a time we were going back up to that city. We had already moved like hundreds of miles away. We went back up there to get our stuff out of our storage unit. And I told her, I'm like, hey, I'm going to be in town. Like, do you want to go see a movie or something? And we talked about it. We're like, all right, we're going to just like make out at the movie theater. We kind of were in agreement about that. But then I was telling her, like, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to put on the drip. I'm going to look good. Do you want to come in like looking like your profile picture? And at the time she had makeup in it. She's like, what are you trying to say? I'm like, can you wear makeup because I'm going to be looking good for you? Can you look good for me?
Are
Type
you
shit.
for real?
I swear to God, I told this woman to
How
wear
do you
makeup for me. I
This
told
is
her,
why.
Fucking guy.
and
This is
she
why you got
mad.
tricked by that chick with makeup. By the way.
Yeah, no, and see, that was like having
was a
that
bitch.
instance happen, bro. No, having that happen is what eventually led to me saying what I said last time about, that bitch was not wearing makeup, so she was unattractive. Like, same deal. I told this bitch, put on some makeup, look good, because I'm gonna look good for you. She got all offended,
I am
and
never that fucking honest.
I got offended that she got offended. I was like, the fuck, what's wrong? I just want you to look good. Like, shit, like return the favor. I'm trying to look good for you. She's like, you're a fucking asshole.
I'm sorry,
I
Zorak,
straight up lie to women.
but
No, that was the most honest I ever was.
I
Like,
don't
you need it type shit.
thank God that's the most honest you ever was.
I don't know, bro. One time a chick told me she loved me, and I said, "Yeah, I don't think I like you very much." Like, without thinking, bro, I just said it.
Straight up blunt
I was
as
like-
fuck, baby.
I was like 16 or 17. Like, I think we were fucking, and like it was afterwards. I think it was in my car. Like, I just drove her home, and she's like, "I love you." I was like,
fuck?
"I don't really care about you that much."
I still remember one
dropped her
time.
off.
I think this was like 2 years ago, back when I was like 17, and my little sister came back from Jordan. So what essentially happens is some of her friends start to like visit our house for her and shit like this, and she has this one friend, and this is before she goes to the airport to go back to Jordan, and her friend comes up to me for like a goodbye hug because she's not gonna come here for like the next 6 or 7 months, and I legitimately, like, how can I put the words? She's like 10 inches away from me, and she's like coming in, and I weave my hand in
Oh my god!
for a handshake, like I'm not gonna touch this girl, and then she leaves, and I go like, what the fuck did I just do? I felt
like
myself
kind of
Or even
push
back
her
then.
off of you.
He was always the fumbler. At least he didn't.
I thought that story was going to end with him like grabbing a handful of titty by accident. I didn't think he was going to like
Like an
push her
anime?
away. Yeah, for real. I thought he was
felt
going to be the
like
shonen
it's-
protagonist.
Nah, I'm
was not
kind of the
so.
opposite of a shonen protagonist, considering just how many opportunities
Being a
present themselves,
protagonist.
and I just
No, that's actually pretty much like a shonen album too.
Essentially, yeah. Yeah. Or like the,
Just the
literally,
fumblers.
yeah.
You like the Naruto.
Fumbler.
You like
This is what
Naruto.
put him on his journey to becoming an incel.
Elliot Rogers of the Middle
He's
East.
a Batman villain that mirrors his suave thing with women.
Because that's the thing with Slinger all the time, telling us how nice of a guy he is. Like, he is the supreme gentleman of
I'm a
Iraq.
nice guy.
I'm a nice guy.
It's been
See,
such
I'm
a
upfront
long
about
time
it.
since I said that last time.
It's funny though. Me and you are like literally the two genders meme, because you're like, I'm a nice guy. I'm not shallow, and I'm over here like I'm an asshole. I'm very shallow. Like two opposite sides of the spectrum
Look,
here.
You can't argue that I am shallower than you.
Nobody said that. We just said you're
Yeah.
shallow.
Like I'm just saying it. Essentially.
There's different degrees to it. I'm more shallow
still
than you are. Yeah.
inferior to Zaraki when it comes to these stuff.
Well, look, now you are. If I didn't tell you that I told bitches to wear makeup, then I mean you wouldn't have known.
It's like that's like a guy telling his wife that you wouldn't have known that I cheated on you with the maid if I didn't tell you. You still did it.
Yeah, I did, but you wouldn't have known that. I know it. The people wouldn't know it.
Got any more stories?
I don't
Let's
care.
see.
Well, I have plenty of more stories.
So I have another one. It's
I've got like one that I tell literally all the time, so I'm just waiting.
alrighty. No, I lived in this part of town when I was 14. We lived in this city. Basically, all like illegal immigrants and their children and their families. Basically, they worked in the fields, like picking fruit and stuff like that. So very like farming town, but like not as you're not going to school with the owners of the farm. You're going to school with the people who work there, like the children of the people who work there.
Wow.
Bitches were getting pregnant there at 14. And we had this chick who worked in our store with us. She was 14. She was pregnant. Dad had to fire her ass. He was like, yeah, no, I can't have that here.
Yeah,
but-
I'm not gonna get like a felony here because
But-
this rich work is here.
I looked at that. My dad looked at that as like, fuck, like these bitches really be getting down out here. My son might end up being a father if he fucks around and finds out. And I didn't even think about sex at the time. I wasn't jerking off yet. So I didn't even realize, but I got back to Jordan like a couple months after that, and I was like, damn, I could have been fucking. I could have been fucking.
Zaraki only thinks about two things: either money or fucking.
Or busting nuts mostly.
Yeah, busting nuts.
Because fucking involves women. So
It's actually such a funny thing because when we played Jackbox like last week or 2 weeks ago,
It was last week.
it was last week, yeah. Like there was one of the games like how much do you know this person? And the way I knew Zaraki made that answer is because Zaraki doesn't say come. He say bust a nut.
I don't say coming,
Figure of
no.
speech is specific to him.
It's an ugly word. Come is an ugly word. Busted is
Honestly,
a good word.
Nothing has really ever grossed me out over Slinger. I mean, Contra saying that her pussy's probably creamier. That's the most disgusting shit I ever heard, just the way he said it.
Yep. You ever feel how like sometimes saying the word butt is like worse than saying the word ass?
No.
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 Boobs is worse than
Really?
tits for me.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I hate saying boobs.
Nothing
It makes me
makes
feel
me
like a
crazy.
fourth
Yeah.
grader. I hate it.
Really.
Nothing makes me cringe more than hearing
We say
somebody say the
titties in
word
this house.
breasts.
Yeah.
If somebody says
Mhm.
breast around me, I'll get so fucking heated, dude.
Like-
Tits is where it's at.
Like, I want to touch your boobs. Sounds like I'm in 5th grade.
Yeah.
Going through puberty.
I wanna fuck
Yeah.
the booba.
Adults say tits. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, show me your tits.
Show me your tits. Yeah.
Show me your tatas.
Nobody says hooters. Nobody says boobies. Nobody says breasts. Nobody says
Nobody
fucking
says doinky
chesticles.
boinky.
I feel so like some real autistic people say breasts.
Yeah. Doinky boinkies. I hate the word milkies. I hate the word milkers. I only say that when I'm
Especially-
telling a fucking joke.
Yeah, they're
I
only
would
funny
never
as memes.
ironically say milkers. I'll be like, this chick has some fat fucking milkers. But I
Man.
won't be like, oh, Milky's detected. Let me get some. Like, get the fuck out of here, you bitch ass bitch.
Man buried under so many layers of irony, he doesn't even know who he is anymore.
I can't let the internet corrupt me to that degree.
On the topic of like women's stuff and shit, I think when I went to college, one of the things that confused me the most is like how about 70% of the girls essentially just enclose themselves with other girls, like to
Yeah.
borderline like really weird degrees.
They
You
were they were trying to protect themselves, Slinger.
yeah.
They don't
wanna
want to
get
get
raped.
raped.
The
So
problem is it's not for me even because I'm already the dude who like jumps from friend group to friends group because I don't really want to stick with one of them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the cool dude club is not for me, you know. And not look, not because of the reason you think
I
it is.
could have been a cool dude. I just didn't want to be.
I chose not to.
No, look,
I
I'm
chose not to
voluntarily
be
a
cool.
loser.
oh my lord. Look, because the
You know,
problem
it
is
kind of amazes me how many friends I have like now, like not including internet ones.
because of the job.
No. It,
Oh.
it kind of amazes me like how many friends like IRLs I have, despite the fact that I never go anywhere. Had like no friends in high school.
Yeah, I don't know how you made friends when you dropped out of ninth grade. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
How the
Yeah,
fuck
I
you made
didn't even
people?
realize. I thought Contra actually graduated high school.
Nope.
Nope, not
Damn,
yet.
he's retarded.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, I
He's
did.
suspended in time. What was I
Get a
saying?
GED, fool.
No, I'm gonna get
Oh,
my
yeah.
diploma. Fuck you.
Look.
I got my GED at 20.
Rocky, shut the fuck up.
Fuck you.
The reason why I don't like to like stay along with like the cool dudes and whatnot is because they're very very like indulged with like Iraqi society stuff when I'm a complete moron from that, to the point where I actually called my prep school math teacher a cart boy because I just didn't know how slang works.
What the fuck?
I'm not even kidding with you. That was the most embarrassing moment of my life.
Cart boy?
That
What the hell
was
is
the
a
most
cart
embarrassing moment of
boy?
your life, man. You
Cart boy is essentially, you know, the guy who goes around with like
A cart?
propane gas canisters,
Mm.
Zeraki. You're
Okay.
an Arab,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but rather than a car, it's a cart,
Oh, I see.
like dirt poor person. Anywho, like I'm that much of a moron when it comes to Iraqi society, so I don't stay with these guys much. The losers are sort of like the losers are sort of more knowledgeable about some other shit, but the problem is it's just embarrassing being around them.
They're nerds, yeah. You have the
Yeah.
Arab equivalent of nerds. Glad to see cliques still exist in the Middle East.
No, like to the point where there are like actually people in my college that have the Aaron hairstyle. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, and it looks terrible. It's like it just doesn't work with you. Like, don't do it. Like those bunch of guys I was standing with, and essentially a dude, walking next to a girl, like walked down the street because it's a big university, and they went like, well, these guys are walking with girls and stuff. What is wrong with us? I'm just standing there. I'm like, don't bunch me in with you.
Oh, those are incels. Those are
Yeah.
fucking incels.
Don't
Holy
like-
shit.
like-
Holy shit.
Like genuinely speaking, I think I went to college like physically, not like online classes and shit. Like what, like 8-9 times maybe that last year?
Okay.
I don't think I ever hung out with guys.
Interesting.
And you know the reason why is because I stayed 12 years in a boys only school. I'm kind of bored.
You're trying to celebrate the fact that you can talk to bitches now.
Yeah, like fucking finally I'm done with these bitches. With these
That's
guys.
crazy. It's crazy how Arab society is because like you will go to an all boys school for 12 years
Mhm.
and they'll be surprised like why some of them come out to be like closet homosexuals.
Actually,
I hung
that's
out
actually
with a group of girls for most of like 7th and 8th grade. They were like literally psychotic, so I kind of regret it.
the best kind.
Perfect.
No, not even like the good kind, like the
Oh,
you know, like
Like what?
socio-political kind.
Oh, I was with the emo chicks. You
Like
see,
femmes
I had
and
it good.
shit?
I was with
not
the
surprising.
I was with the scene and emo chicks mostly.
Mhm.
I was like
We
all
didn't-
my early girlfriends were all
we
fucking
didn't
emo
have those
chicks.
in my school.
Me
I
neither.
grew up
That's for
in
you.
well, I mean, I grew up in Dorchester, but I moved out there by the time like I was in 7th and 8th grade.
I mean, I was in a rural ass area when I was with all those too. So like,
but
oh,
you know,
very
this is like a rich person's white town. Keep
well,
in mind that I'm very
person's
middle
white
class.
town.
okay, yeah, where I was, it was
What does that even
lower.
mean?
It was lower middle class where I was at that time.
It means that it's mostly populated by white slinger.
I mean suburbs, bro.
So just go
It means that Contra's family drove down the property values when they moved in.
People start locking their doors at night.
Yeah. They see Contra walking
Come to
up from
think
school,
of
they
it,
start
I'm
locking
pretty
their
sure
doors
that
and
my
clutching their
neighbors are
purse
illegal.
strings. That's why they never gave you shit. That's
Call
why they
ICE
never
right
gave
now
you
live on
shit.
podcast.
They knew if they said anything to you, if they called you a racial slur, you're calling ICE and they're getting deported. They knew. They know their place.
Oh god, I hope I can deport the people living next to me.
No, it's just like watch it. You call me in. fucking deport you.
Oh, that's another one. That's another sensor. When is it? The fucking 24 minutes.
24 minutes. How many? 2 slurs in 24 minutes?
We said faggot.
Yeah.
Those
No,
are
that's
rookie
another one.
numbers.
Base.
Those are rookie numbers. We gotta bump that shit up.
I feel like you don't usually censor faggot. Or is it retard you don't censor?
Yeah, I don't censor retard.
I don't think you should.
Yeah, my boss
It's not
just
even that
called me
serious
and
of a
said
word.
He needs me to work 10 to 6 tomorrow.
Your
Rip.
boss is retarded.
He said,
Did
please.
you say yes? Say no.
I mean, I kind of like having money, so I'm probably gonna do it.
Kind of like having money.
Good point.
Man, Stella Wagey.
Nigga,
Yeah.
fuck you. I got mortgage to pay.
Shit. I mean, technically, Contra's doing better than me and Skelly because while we've been doing our jobs longer and we may or may not get paid more, we don't have mortgages yet.
Is that doing better?
Not
I
really.
fucking read.
Is that even
He's
doing
got to
better?
own his house. The
He lives in
fuck?
an apartment. He just pays it because his brother has a house, or whatever.
He shares
mean-
it with his brother. His parents gave him
He
a house.
essentially just pays rent to him.
Yeah.
Hey, he's
He
whiter
goes
than I
mortgage.
am, then, motherfucker. Your
They're
parents
the
gave you
same
a
as us,
house,
apparently.
you bitch.
What?
What do you mean?
They didn't
What do
give
you
it to me. I
mean?
have to pay for it.
Yeah, I have to pay for it.
So
What do you mean he's
So what?
what the fuck do you mean
he's whiter than us.
you since they
Why?
gave him a
Because
house?
you guys don't have a house. I'm sorry
Yeah.
that my parents worked their asses off to like stop living in
Oh,
crack
God.
dens and
They're mine. What do you mean? You're gonna say mine is too.
Yeah, exactly.
where's your house, Skelly?
What do you mean? Where's my
Yeah,
house?
give us the address, motherfucker.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
I'll be Addy, bro.
Do
my parents have a house.
your parents have a house?
Yes.
Wait, your dad's still alive?
My dad, yeah, I don't know where. No, I do know. He's on Facebook.
He's just MIA.
He's in Atlantic City.
Oh shit!
When he sent me that message on Facebook, it's where he was.
Damn. He
I
needs
was
money.
stepdad.
Did he put bottom emojis with it?
No,
What?
Never mind, it's a silly
No.
joke.
a joke is
bad
funny,
joke.
Slinger. A joke is funny, Slinger. Just so you know.
I mean, it's similar. We're similar contracts because I went from like
Same.
poor to like lower middle class to like middle class. So my parents are like slightly upper now. My mother's an accountant now.
Damn, he just like me for
Yeah.
real.
Like,
I don't,
mom got
I
a
don't
college
worry
education.
About, I don't worry about putting food on the table, but you know, it's still got gas, utilities.
I mean, that's me too.
Hey, Contra, you don't have to worry about putting food on the table. I'll put my meat on your grill any day.
All right.
It's very gay.
No, what are you talking about? I got hot dogs in the fridge.
Nothing gay about grilling.
Yeah. The fuck?
Grilling.
Why
is
are
the
you
main
trying to make
thing.
grilling gay,
do.
Slinger, is the question.
Yeah, Slinger, what the fuck are you trying to do, Slinger?
What are you trying to do? What's the implication here? What do you think? This is going to be a sausage party of sorts?
I'm gonna imply my nuts in your face.
Shut the fuck up. You're not funny. Go kill yourself.
Did I censor that? I don't know.
Kill yourself? I don't think so. I think kill yourself is perfect
I
and
don't
proper.
know. Fucking YouTube went after people for less.
You know what? But they were bigger people, though. We are niche micro internet celebrities.
Yeah. So in case something happens to us, we're not getting demonetized.
No,
We're just getting removed.
we're just not getting. We're just existing as it is. The minute we do get monetized, that's when we start getting fucked.
That's
when we can start watching our behavior.
Imagine if we take the podcast to like live streaming on Twitch, and the moment one of you opens their mouth,
That's not a good idea. I actually said on
Really?
contest stream and I had to keep watching myself.
Yeah.
Fucking dead of Twitch. Because we can't
think
say
I
retard
said-
either.
I think I said the word bussy on somebody's stream one time, and they were like, "Hey, bro, you can't say that." I was like,
Yes,
"I didn't
you
say
can.
that's not even a real word."
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I can say that.
Who the fuck told you couldn't say that?
Some fucking lame ass streamer I was playing
You
Among
can say
Us with.
retard on Twitch. I don't think they care about pussy.
They
You
can.
say retard?
Chats not so much.
I literally asked my chat if I could say retard, and they all said.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Unless
sure
were-
they would
unless they were
fucking.
fucking
I'm
with
sure
me,
your
but
chat is
Yeah,
very
of course.
supportive of
I don't think Dream would lie to me.
Dream? You know Dream, bro?
Yep,
Damn.
he's my biggest supporter.
That's
what
what's
the
up.
mask is
That's what's up.
for.
Was Tommy in it in the stream too?
Let's just say Tommy was in it.
Good.
Hey,
Contra
Tom.
is successful. This is why he's still in the drip
Contra-
league. We need him for
Contra
clout.
successful. Mine is successful. He just suck.
My
Oh,
God,
can we
Slinger.
kick Slinger? He's not recording. Actually, I can kick him. Oh fuck.
Oh Lord.
Wow.
All right, Slinger got the first kick of the fucking.
Wow.
More stories.
More
More.
story.
More. Okay. You know how much of a buzzkill it is when a chick just gives you one word answers.
Yeah, that's
I
annoying.
stopped
Yeah.
talking to them immediately.
I
I do that as well. Yeah.
So far, you can go.
Tired of that
I,
shit.
you
Such
know,
an
as
annoying
much
thing.
as I am a boring pseudo neat that doesn't really do anything, I hate wasting my time more
Yeah.
than anything.
You waste your time all the time, though.
What are you talking about?
You play games and you're just wasting your time.
That's not wasting
Yes.
my time.
How's it not?
It's
Oh,
fun.
he's gonna pull the.
It's
he's
fun.
Gonna pull
Yeah,
time
it's
you
fun.
spend
If you're
entertaining
having fun, it's
yourself.
not a waste of time.
It's not a waste.
I don't know about that.
Skelly, you literally like read.
Skelly's
books
all
and
about the
mangas.
paper. I
He
see.
said you read books
knowledge.
like that's a bad thing.
Knowledge.
He entertains himself as
Actual
well.
thing. Books give you knowledge. It's different.
This man
Skelly.
said you read books.
Skelly.
I read Umineko.
You read it, or did they read it to you?
Look, reading
Who read what to me?
reading manga doesn't give you knowledge.
Yes. Well, I'm not reading manga. I read. You realize I read an hour a day of a regular books, right?
He reads the
What are you-
Communist
what are you reading
Manifesto.
right now?
Wait, really? You never
Communist
told me
Manifesto.
that.
I'm reading Charles Bronson's like fitness book right now.
Bronson.
Yeah, bro.
What? I never told you what Contra.
Tom Hardy, more like Tom Softy.
You said I never told you what.
Oh, shut the fuck up, please.
You never told me that you read an hour of books every day.
Am I just randomly supposed to tell you guys that?
Yeah.
Wait, just a random casual conversation.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
go.
just be like, hey guys, I'm reading books.
No, it's just something.
Kelly, how am I
Anyways, where were
supposed
you
to
going
keep
with
my
that, Slinger?
tabs on you? Where? Oh, the
Yeah,
one
I
word
kind of
shit?
interrupted you like a rude bitch.
You remember how when I first started like going to college and started trying to make friends and shit?
I don't remember that.
Fuck. So I essentially start to like try to start conversation and whatnot. And the thing is the guys are very easy with that shit, you know? Because I'm the type of guy to like stand in like a line to something, and I'm the one who drops jokes. And some people don't like that.
That
I'm
must
telling
be
you that.
awful.
No, for your information, IRL, I am very funny
What do you
because I don't
mean,
have to
bro?
rely
You mean
on
like-
next.
You mean like when people are lined up for like something to do something, you just randomly tell them jokes if they don't know you?
Last one was.
I mean,
when
that's
we got-
annoying as fuck to me. I tell you to shut the fuck up. I'm not
because
gonna
it's you.
spit and jokes. I'm waiting for.
Well, I'm not gonna stand there and be like, "Why the chicken crossed the road?"
I hope
Yeah,
not.
First jokes.
That does sound like something you
never-
would do, though.
You've never made a funny joke, so like they're even worse than those jokes.
Look, I'm reactionary IRL, but anywho,
You're a reactionary.
React right now.
I'm a mixologist.
Yeah, people react with crickets.
Where was I heading with this? Oh god. Anywho, so
This
the
was
guys are
one
very
word answers,
easy.
you said. Yeah.
Zuraki, do that
What?
thing you do and shut the fuck up. Anywho,
But Rocky never does that. I don't know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
he never does
For
that. He
real.
just
I'm a
keeps
fucking
talking.
chatterbox. I don't know what you expected.
So the guys are very easy. The girls are the problem. Because
Always.
even simple questions are like answered in a very sort of pretentious manner.
And standoffish.
Yeah, like
Like
I'm
you're scared.
I'm standing in a line trying to get my phone, and there's like the girl that sits behind me in the exam is like standing right next to me in line because there's a line for women and a line for guys.
Cringe.
And I'm like, hey, yeah, exactly. And I was like, hey, how did you do on the exam? And she just says, well, and just turns around. Like, what? That's it? that's the whole thing?
you know,
Maybe they don't want to talk to you.
for a
Yeah, exactly. So I
hypersexual
just
society that's
stopped.
repressed, for a sexually repressed society, they don't really do any favors in the realm of trying to get them laid. Like, how am I supposed to stare at booty if y'all separate the lines like this? You know what I'm saying?
I kind of can bypass that, to be honest, because this place is not as strict as it sounds, but that's actually kind of a problem. If that
Well, because
makes
it's all
sense.
modesty and reputations. It's
Go
like,
outside and say you're gay right now. We'll see how strict it is.
they're gonna throw this
No.
motherfucker off a
Look,
roof.
that's not what I'm. That's not what I'm
So
saying.
you're never
Because
gonna come back.
they actually killed someone yesterday over a cartoon comic. By the way,
Yeah.
Based.
Really not
So-
strict at all.
I'm fucked.
Did they drum Muhammad or what?
It's like we're not strict at all. Oh, by the way, they killed a dude for a car.
It was something about the fucking voting going on.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was politically assassinated.
Yeah, it was political assessment.
Yeah.
It was
It's
politically
like it's not as
assassinated.
bad as it sounds. By the way, this dude got murdered for making a cartoon.
I'm like that when people talk about Russia and how nice it is. I'm like, you know, Putin killed a guy who was speaking out against them by putting uranium in his coffee, right?
Uranium in his coffee. That's the weird way of.
There's another dude, no joke, a fucking street cleaner was driving up the same road that this guy was walking, and literally you see it past him, and the dude just fucking disappears. Like, you know, they kidnapped his ass. Like, come on,
Actually,
society's a trip.
like I think last year or 2 years ago, when people here really started doing, like not marches. What do you call these? They're between marches and
Protests.
riots. Protests. yeah.
Protest, yes.
And things sort of started getting heated. I was essentially getting my cat to the vet, and so I'm sitting down. Two dudes on a motorcycle pulled up to him, like pulled out guns and tried to kill him. Which is still kind of funny because the only thing that saved that guy is their safety pins were on. So he just opened the door and they started firing and he just got injured.
So they shot the safety pin.
I'm gonna kill you, Zaraki.
What the
What do you
fuck?
call
You
it?
said
Like the gun safety thing? What do you call it?
The safety?
God damn it, man! I hate y'all's language.
It's
What?
safety, right? They had the safety on.
Yeah, they have the safety on.
Oh, fucking How do you go assassinate fucking protesters and you have the safety on? You dumb fuck.
Well,
Hold
look,
on, hold that thought. Might have fucked up. Never mind.
Oh my god.
We're good. Nah, we're good.
Right.
We're
He's
good.
pulling at me. He's pulling at me.
No, because he didn't fuck up.
a little bit of like maybe 2 or 3 seconds of audio might be lost, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's-
Rip.
Yeesh,
That'll
so
be
wait,
fine.
is it gonna be given to me like 2 files or 1?
What do you mean?
Did you stop recording or did
I
you
didn't
lower
stop
our-
recording. I
Then what the
accidentally
fuck did you do?
I accidentally disconnected my headset with my foot. And that's what it's picking up audio from.
Oh, show us your feet.
Show you my feet.
Yeah, show
Aren't
us
they
your
fucked
feet.
up?
My
He's
feet are
talking about
my
his feet
feet
being
are,
gnarly.
my feet are like a little fucked up, but they're not like too bad. Like a foot fetishist like chick would probably dig them, but
Yeah, she probably suck on them toes.
I've never met a chick foot fetishist, I'll be honest. It's always
that's
neither.
dudes.
because they don't fucking exist.
It's always dudes.
My first girlfriend thought I had a foot fetish.
Damn.
Half of Twitter thought I had a foot fetish.
Well,
Well,
I mean, to be fair, with this chick, one time when I was fucking her, her legs were up by my head, so I bit her foot just for the hell of it. But other times, like I'll be laying down and this bitch will put her foot like right on my mouth. She's like, "Come on, lick it.
Oh.
Don't you like feet?" I was like, "Get the fuck away from me."
bitch, I'll break your fucking foot, you stick it in my face.
Dead ass. Well, one other thing that I would do is I would grab her foot and I would start pulling on her toes just to pop them, you know? So I would just like pop her toes by pulling them.
I had a chick there where she'd poke me with her foot all the time. I just bend her toes back until it started hurting.
based. The thing is there. I don't think there. You're right, kind of, that there aren't like women foot fetishists, but there are women who want a foot fetishist.
Yes,
You know?
I have a mutual like
as
that.
in, yeah, I have as well. As in the idea that my feet are so nice, I don't want to waste them on someone who doesn't want to like lick them.
Yeah, there's the one that Skelly used to fight with all the time. She's blocked him like at least a handful
Let's
of
not
times.
mention names. Let's
Wait,
I'm not
What
gonna mention names.
What are we talking about? I zoned out.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say her name. Obviously,
No,
I'm just
what
saying
are we talking about? Fighting who?
foot fetishist. So he's like
I thought
Slinger
a foot
said
fetishist.
he's never
Oh, God,
met.
Skelly, look. I'm gonna
He's
send
never
you a
met
message.
a female foot fetishist, but it's always like chicks who are into feet are the ones who are like, I have such nice feet, I need a foot fetishist in my life. So I had a conversation with this chick that Skelly and I were mutuals with. I don't know if he is still or not. She blocked him a bunch of times and like,
You're talking
I
about
guess-
Christina.
Oh, God. Oh, there we go. I just said don't throw out
I don't
names.
care
He
about
just went
fucking-
ahead and did it.
Plain secretive. Fuck it.
I hate this man. Hate
Who
this.
cares?
it's a subtweet. But yeah, it was her.
Something
she's
went through
podcast.
him.
She's
Why
like,
don't do some tweets? They fucking annoy me.
she's like, I have such nice feet. It would be a shame. Like, I need somebody with a foot fetish to like appreciate them. I'm like,
God.
okay.
You know, side
Nah.
note, my mom has like really shitty muscles and stuff, so I have to like give her a lot of foot massages because that's what the doctor recommended. And the thing is I now have this essentially habit of like automatically doing it. So I'm
Foot
probably
massages for your mom?
I'm probably either gonna be fucked or some chick is gonna be blessed. I
Nah,
don't know.
chicks like foot massages.
Yeah, I
Chicks love
mean,
foot massages. So
foot,
you'll be
foot
good.
massages are interesting because there's a science behind them. Like certain places where you
Yeah.
like apply pressure affect
Would you
different
give a
parts
man
of
a
the
foot
body.
massage?
Me?
Any of you?
My culture?
No, I'm not.
I'm not
Exactly.
No, this is gay as hell.
And that's why you shouldn't be giving Marcellus Wallace's wife a foot massage.
I did all that for a pup. Fix her for-
Does he look like a bitch?
Yeah.
No, but for real, like, my thing is with massages, I'm really good at them. No joke, my dad, when I was like literally like 8, 9 years old, he said, oh, he's telling his girlfriend, like, oh, my son does really good massages, and like I'm massaging her shoulders, and she's with it, and she's all moaning and shit, and I'm like, at the time I didn't know, but like I had a little baby chub from that. Like I was kind of hard. I was like, damn,
Wow,
I'm
as
kind of like
opposed
pleasing a
to
woman.
your-
Bruh.
As in opposed to your man chub right now?
It is a baby man chub now. but yeah, that's the precursor. And now I only use massages as like seduction techniques because fucking I'm really good at them.
Zaraki the kind of guy to like give you foot massages and then bite your foot and then once you think he has a foot fetish, it's like, what the fuck? How did you get this from me?
You know what's funny? That same girlfriend who thought I had the foot fetish, she used to always make jokes about me like eating her ass, and she used to tweet about it too. She'd be like, eat my ass type shit. And then one day I did, and she's like, don't ever do that again. I feel traumatized.
You suck.
Like, bitch, you've been asking for it. Like, the fuck?
I don't know, man.
Maybe you suck at it.
Maybe.
I feel like. Never mind.
No, go ahead. Go
Blurt
ahead.
it out.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Say it.
Go ahead.
I'm afraid.
Say it.
I'm afraid we're gonna be stuck here if you insist.
Say
on
it.
this.
Go ahead.
No.
No,
Say it.
Oh,
Don't be a bitch.
Say it.
Contra.
Do
Contra.
it.
No, I actually need to tell him this. Are you right now getting our voices from a speaker?
From a speaker?
Yeah.
No. I'm capturing your audio through my headset.
Ugh.
Oh, thank God. One of you guys has speakers and it's making echo.
What?
No one has speakers. Mine's
We're all
through my
using
headset.
microphones here. I have
don't-
headset
I
on
don't
right
hear.
now.
Are you-
I don't hear an echo.
Look, did you hear this guy right now?
No.
I don't use speakers. I use a microphone.
Yeah.
What?
You knew what I meant.
He
That's
means
not
a
how it
headset.
works.
Everyone else
Yeah.
knew what I meant.
I have a headset and I have a microphone. I don't have speakers playing or nothing.
And
So
same headset, you fucking.
kiss my fucking ass.
No, more
I'm
people.
tired
You're
of
not
you.
one to
I'll
talk about
need
people
a whole
misspeak.
map for that, Zaraki.
I am tired of you.
This dude misspeaks more than fucking anyone. He wants to try to judge.
Fucking
I'm
A.
just trying to make sure.
Well, you're the one who's trying to say one of us has a speaker when we don't.
I
It's like if
asked.
you were
have
hearing
the
noises
problem.
the other day.
Slinger, maybe you have the problem. Have you thought about that?
The singer literally always puts on everyone else. It's never him.
Take
Because I gotta check
accountability
you
for
guys
once.
first.
So you gotta learn. Singer is always guessing the blame.
Either he's trying to gaslight and it's like on a very low level, or he legit just is afraid of responsibility.
Motherfucker said he was hearing voices the other day.
What the fuck?
Yo, I think my boy
Yeah,
might be schizophrenic.
You like the stuff from you, Skelly?
It wasn't for me if no one else hears it.
No, because the problem is when I hear it, your icon is like flashing green.
Yeah, and if no one else hears it, you realize it's not me, right?
I don't know.
Well, I hate this retard.
No, because the problem is
I hate
Discord
this
is doing
podcast.
that, not
This is
me.
why I hate him.
You don't hate me, Skelly. That's cap.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
You're a fucking idiot.
No, I'm not.
Why are you
That's
lying?
cap. No, that's cap.
Yeah, that's why it blows my mind. His girlfriend's dumber than him.
Yeah,
Oh God, don't bring her up in this place.
but you
Why
know,
not?
Listen.
Oh wait, I just fucking closed
Hey,
my
your girlfriend hit me up.
Oh God, no.
yeah, we like dumb bitches out here.
Is this Furio talking?
I actually, I told the MILF coworker of mine, you know, the one that I told her about her son.
Her
Like,
son fucking because he
Man,
thinks
Her
I
son-
wish I had
her
hot
son
coworkers.
fucks.
What the fuck?
honestly,
You
this
did.
one
You
likes.
Sounds like a married one.
She
and
was
shit.
there for
This
like
one-
one fucking day. It hurts, bro.
This one was. No,
Has
she
she
always
messaged
talks
you?
about her silicone implants. She always mentions that she's got silicone on her
Big
chest.
tits.
I'm like, if you want to show them to me, just show them to me. You don't have to keep like drawing attention to them. I know they're fake.
Yuck.
She walks
Hate
like they're
fake tits.
fake. When she gets out of the chair, bro, her tits are the first thing she
Has
moves. Like,
has
okay,
she
we
messaged
get
me?
it.
She did once. It
And
was
that's all.
mainly small talk, but when she was actually there on the job, I felt like we were hitting it off.
She talking about my dick. Call that small talk.
Oh,
I
shut
told
the
her.
fuck
I told her
up.
that. I told her that it was a shame that she left because I kind of like bossing her around. She was like, "Oh, I bet you do."
Yes, sir.
And then
Get
you didn't
that.
talk outside of that?
Get that.
Why would you message her? I fucking none of you fuckers take initiative.
Whoa
Oh,
there.
don't
Don't
talk
say
like
none
that
of you.
about me.
Between those two, they don't take the
Between those
initiative.
You had to be
Ew.
pushed into it, Slinger. Fuck off.
Last time that wasn't the case, by the way.
Well, no,
I mean-
we taught you, and then you started doing it.
Yes.
Because, yeah, so I do it.
Yeah,
After
after
you were
we
told. After we instructed you about what the initiative
Do
looks
I
like.
do it or not?
you didn't.
Shut the fuck up! You just said I did.
Yeah, well,
Can't ask an
he
open-ended
really
question
doesn't,
like that.
he doesn't understand the most simple concepts. You didn't
the
do it
ti-
until we pushed you into doing it, and then you started doing it.
Skelly, the
Like,
kind of
that's
guy
simple.
to go to a mechanic and be like, "Well, you didn't used to know how to do this, you know."
Yeah, and I would be right, wouldn't I?
Oh God, shut the fuck.
Yeah, exactly. You fucking retard. This
I
man,
like
just won. His analogies are always so shit.
You know, my favorite thing was the one time we pushed him to do something. He actually did it, and he felt really good about himself.
Yeah.
and then immediately.
And then she
fucking-
fucking shoot down his
And then
Or
dirt.
like,
and then he-
or-
no, not just that. Not that. Like, my point is this: we gassed him up. He did it. He felt so good about himself, and then the minute it backfired, he blamed us for it.
Yeah, and he got black belt.
for like what, like a few
week.
hours essentially.
Don't fucking lie.
Really?
Yeah, it was not a few hours, a few days. It was like a week of black belt slinger. Yes, it was.
You know, Slinger's a
myself
better
more
man
than
than I am because if
Yeah, I'd put
somebody
that bitch in her
if somebody
place.
said that shit to me, I'd
That's not a
be
better
angry.
man. He let her disrespect him. That's
Yeah, what
that's
the
not a
fuck,
better
man?
Because
I'd put that
the thing
bitch in her
is,
place. You ain't
you don't know
disrespecting me like that.
something about
To,
him.
to
This
the
chick
three
gets
people
viral.
watching this podcast, because I know you're dudes. I know for a fact that you're dudes. Don't ever
Yes.
let women disrespect you.
Never,
Put them
never,
in their
ever.
place.
The
Call me
problem
Dr.
is-
Dre. Call me Dr. Dre. The way I put these beats on him.
Please, kick him. Kick him out. Kick him
No.
out. You know, anywho. The
Fuck you.
reason
That was
why that's-
clever.
Shut up.
That was
The reason
clever.
why that's can I talk, please?
No,
The reason why that's the case is because you could get into big trouble here.
it's
because
not. You
of
just
shit.
froze up. That's why you did it. You don't have to make the excuse.
Froze up?
afterwards. Yes, you did. She made you cry, bro.
You ever could have got hurt?
Oh my
Not to him like that.
Because he's trying to make an excuse he doesn't need to.
You know, at my worst, I
really know
don't
what
think a
the
woman's
case
ever made me
I
cry.
just realized something.
mother
I
has.
can leave this
I can
time
make
without
myself-
Oh, well, that
coming back. It's
doesn't
not gonna be a big deal.
Oh, come on. Don't do that. Don't do
That's a
that.
positive.
You don't need to make like reasons or anything for it. I was just trying to highlight the fact that when we gas you up to take the initiative, if it backfires, it's our fault, not yours. So I was just trying to make that joke. You don't have to explain the situation or yourself.
Let's put something off record that I'm going to edit out real
Off
quick.
record, we're great. I mean, I've never trusted anyone completely either. So like,
No, never. I never have. I did one
Trust no one,
time,
not
and then
even
I just
yourself.
was like, nah.
yeah, I got close.
my
as well.
dad always
She
taught
fucked
me.
over.
My dad always taught me. He goes, bro, don't trust bitches. He's the story for why you
Well, your
shouldn't
dad's
trust
a
bitches.
character.
Well, because look, this man, he was married twice, right? You know, he's had issues with my mom, and obviously ended up being like untrustworthy. So he uses that as a crutch to never be in a relationship. He's like, fuck as many girls as you want. Just don't trust a single one of them. Don't put a ring on their finger, and don't promise them anything. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Haven't promised a bitch shit. Haven't put a ring on anyone's finger that meant anything. I'm chilling, and it's gonna stay that way. Especially
Well,
when I get more
Why
money.
does your dad remind me of like Jack Black's fucking grandpa in Shallow Hal? Like he literally on his deathbed and he's like, my grandson only date hot bitches, and he dies.
You know what's funny? Fucking, I'm glad you said Shallow Hal because that's probably a character that I have a lot of traits similar to.
Yeah,
But
except Shallow Hal gets redeemed by the end.
yeah,
We're
that's
still
not gonna
on the
happen.
redemption arc.
I'm going to hell down a gasoline water slide, holding hands with Lil Uzi Vert. I'm not going anywhere. But
That end is very specific.
that is very specific. Yeah. There's a movie called Ghosts of Girlfriends Past.
Yeah,
And
we
it's
should watch
about-
that sometime.
So Matthew McConaughey is a photographer. Long story short, it's Christmas Eve, and he has to like face his past because of how he's been with women over the years. He had one bad experience. His uncle, who basically, you know, is a fucking king, is basically teaching him and like black pilled him on women, and
Is
you know,
it
he just
king?
spent the rest of his life just like, you know, no strings attached, fucking sucking his way to the top. But yeah, we should watch that movie. But basically, the point being, you have a bad experience with women, you can turn into that. You won't want any commitments. You won't want any strings. And if you have the right people or wrong people, depending on how you really feel about it or how you ask, like certain people you ask, you'll be taught things about how you're going to maneuver, which may or may not, you know, be good at the end of the day. It really depends on you. For me, I consider having a slut for the night or like a friend with benefit, at least somebody that I have some kind of emotional connection with. Cool. Like that's something that I would do. But a whole relationship to a marriage, I'm good on that. Like I don't need
Bro.
that.
Since you mentioned Ghosts of Girlfriend's Past, one of the things I really like about his uncle is that even his ghost is still hitting on women.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's how it's gonna be.
Didn't I tell you guys one time how Matthew McConaughey's dad died during sex?
Hey yo.
Yeah,
No, I
Matthew
don't think-
McConaughey was gassing him up for that. Beast.
No, and what essentially happened is like they covered him up to like take him to the ambulance, and his mom came running out and just took off the cover, saying that she wants the neighbors to see how hung he was when he died.
It's fucking fucking
Like, what
days.
the fuck? Crazy
Yo,
bitch.
the one thing is, if I died in the middle of sex, I wouldn't be happy because I wouldn't get to finish. So I'd have this nut that I have to take
What
with me
about-
to wherever
what
I'm
about-
going.
You take your nut to heaven.
I'm going to hell. What are you talking about?
Going to God with nut in your dick.
No, I'm gonna go to hell with nut in my dick, and I'm gonna be
Please look at you,
perpetually
your heart.
edged for all of eternity, and I will never get to bust another
No,
nut.
I don't know.
ever.
It sounds a lot funnier for me to keep going to God. Hard as fuck.
Not
It'll be-
so hard your soul comes out.
He'll be like, "What questions do you have, my son?" And you'll be like, "Can I go back down and finish?"
Got to. Went to heaven with some nut.
That part.
We could wrap it up, by the way.
Already? Hold on.
It's
Oh,
like
oh.
53 minutes.
Hold 53 minutes. That ain't shit. All
That
right,
ain't shit.
we're gonna keep
Full
going.
podcast, motherfucker.
We're gonna keep going.
Why don't you tell your one
Alright.
chick story,
We're
Contra?
gonna keep going.
Yeah,
Fuck
he has
it,
a
let's go.
chick
Why don't I
story.
tell
Tell your
my
one
one
chick
story?
story, Contra.
Let me-
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah. What is your story? The one that you always tell.
back in freshman year, right? I was with this chick. She was kind of damaged, you know, like came from a broken household. I'm like
Hot.
99% sure that her father was one of the teachers I used to have that had a very interesting history with the female students. He got fired
Oh.
sometime a couple of years ago for misconduct. But I'm pretty sure that he raped this chick's mom. I'm like that's what she told me anyways. I don't know. She was a compulsive liar, so whatever.
He immediately just burned her story right after he finished
Oh,
it.
who gives
Hey,
a
I
fuck?
mean-
Anyways,
She's a compulsive liar. Jokes on her.
Only
Like the
three
fuck.
guys watch this podcast.
so I took her to a graveyard one time, you know, and
Yeah, that's a good place to put him after you rape him.
That is actually the only story you save, bro.
yeah. This is I tell this story like fucking all the time, and I brought some rum with me, put it in my backpack, bike down there
Nice.
because you know I don't
Nice.
drive. And you know, we mixed it into some like mango Arizona or whatever. We're getting
Hell yeah.
wasted in the we're getting wasted in like the graveyard and shit. And you know, we're doing our thing, cuddling and making out. We would like we actually took some really cute pictures under like gravestone. Probably should
Still have them?
No, I
Still
don't
have 'em?
fucking have them.
I'd have them. I'd have those bitches framed.
Have what? I still got again. I
Don't worry about it. Anyways,
have my earrings of like the married English teacher. She had earrings that like her soulmate or whatever gave her.
Nice.
It was like a
anyways,
special moment. She gave me her earrings. I still have them somewhere.
Anyways,
like in the middle of making out, she like threw up on me, and
Oh,
oh no.
well, like not on me, but like near me. It was still
Lucky
fucking
bastard.
gross and shit.
I've been
Splashed
turned
you.
on.
But
She didn't puke on his dick though. That's
You-
the problem.
you know, I'm taking care of her. I'm like patting her back and shit, making sure that she doesn't like fucking croak or whatever. And all of a sudden, this white SUV comes out of fucking nowhere.
She
It's
got kidnapped.
it's her fucking parents. And mind you, you know,
You're
like I
black?
said, her dad's like the like rapist dude, from my high school, who got fired. So she's living with her stepdad. Her stepdad's like super abusive, by the way. Like beats the shit out of her.
Nice.
Like some Stockholm syndrome shit.
yeah, gets her.
He's prepping her for the future.
There's
And
issues.
all of a sudden, I see him come like out of fucking nowhere, and he's dragging her back to the car. So I'm thinking, oh, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So I get on my bike and I start riding away, and I'm like halfway down the street when this nigga comes up to me. Like he's running sprinting full speed at me, and stops me on the bike, and he's asking me what was in the can. And I was like, it was just rum, bro. It was just rum. Please let me go. I'm not trying to fight you right now. I'm
He thought you were taking
intoxicated
his
as fuck.
tricks.
And I get back to my house, and a few hours later, she texts me. She says, my stepdad thinks that you put a roofie in my drink because of how sick I
Wow.
got. And I'm like, I drank out of the same fucking can, bitch. What are you talking about?
You stupid slut.
And I shit you not, her stepdad and her mom fucking showed up at my house. Thank God my parents weren't home. And her stepdad was like accusing me of like putting roofies in her shit. Like, where the fuck would I even get roofies, bro?
Bro, you realize you probably thought that because you probably did the same shit. And
Yeah,
so-
that's why he
I'm
raped
with
her.
you
Yeah, that's how he raped her
immediately.
mom. He roofied her ass. Did
You know
the
what
same
fucks
shit
me up
probably.
about
I do that to the teen girls too, you little fuck.
what fucks me
Yeah.
up about this is she was he would like beat the shit out of her, right? Mm-hmm. And even though he would do that stuff, she still chose that dude over me,
Wow.
like her stepdad.
That's pretty normal.
Yeah, I mean,
good point.
you should have started beating her, bro. I bet you she would have chose you.
No, I dumped her
Oh.
ass.
Please don't listen to this guy.
No, for real. Start putting your hands on bitches. I mean,
Fuck
shit
that.
hits different. You should have fucked her in the graveyard.
Jesus, Zaraki.
That
Then
was
after you
like
choke her to death, you could just leave her there.
that was like the last relationship that I had. So
Rip.
yeah, all
This
right.
man got so traumatized. He's like, I can never be with anybody ever after this.
I can never date again.
Hey,
I
it's
can
not
never
like
date
that.
again.
I just have bad luck with chicks.
This love was so
Yeah.
pure.
Bad
Fuck.
luck chicks.
Like you
Sounding
remember.
like me all of a sudden.
I think you know, last time I like tried getting out there was you know, that chick from the beach, and she
Yeah.
canceled on me, and I haven't really done anything since.
I would have cussed her
Not
out.
bad.
you
though,
have
and
trick
then-
from your work more. You don't message him enough, bro.
Man,
You lose interest too fast. If it doesn't happen right away, you're like, fuck it.
Depends though. Around his age group, you either got to be super direct with them, or you
Yeah.
got to like beat around the bush a lot. Because I know they're still young and teen like.
that, bro.
Sometimes you
Gotcha.
have to.
I've never had to beat around the bush.
Can't you be
But
like?
he's in the East Coast, so
she
he wouldn't have to. Yeah, East Coast girls are more direct. West Coast girls play too much.
Because he got that entitlement.
Yeah,
You're
dead
like
ass.
a bitchologist or something, Zaraki.
I
don't know.
literally
So-
hate all of the people in the town I live in, so that probably has something to do with it.
That's a
I
start.
like never go for people from here.
Hate
Hate
fucking is
fucker.
a thing, bro. Don't
Me and
forget.
Zaraki.
No, but no, because my homie's from Brooklyn. He came out here and he was like, "Are all of your fucking women like, childish and play like this?" Like, what do you mean? He goes, "In New York, you go up to a chick, or a chick will come up to you and be like, 'Hey, what's up with it?' And then like, you guys can be direct and be like, 'Yeah, I'm trying to see you. I'm trying to hook up. I'm trying to see if you're trying to date,' type shit." And it works. So like, you guys shack up, cool. But these West Coast girls, they play games. They're always shopping around for dick. I'll give you a good example. And this ties into a favorite story of mine that I know I've told you guys before, but I don't think I've said it on the podcast before. So this homie was dating this, like, she's this Latina chick. She's very bougie. She owns like Balenciagas and fucking like designer name brand shit. So she's one of those. She works at Walmart, by the way, decorating cakes, and this bitch is over here buying designer clothes that she can't afford, getting into
Dude.
debt over a pair of red bottom heels.
Oh.
Like, fucking retard, right? So he's fooling around with her. She had this dude so love struck, he was gonna buy her a pair of Balenciagas, which were like $750. He's like, "Bro, Zaraki, I'm thinking about buying this bitch some fucking $700 shoes." I was like, "You fucking better not." I was like, "You fucking better not. Ain't no bitch worth $700 shoes, man." Like, you know how many hookers you can pay for that? Like, how many hookers you can get with that kind of money? I'm like over here telling him, and he's like, "I think I want a relationship with this girl. I like her." And her personality type could be described as anything like close to what you would call a tsundere. Like, this dude would show her affection. She wouldn't kiss him in front of other people. She was very private about it. But he wants to, start dating her. So he's telling me, like, what should I do? I'm like, "Hey, bro, just tell her, like, hey, I'm trying to date. I don't want to do this, like, friends with benefits, fooling around shit anymore." So the day he wants to tell her, she's like, "Don't come over. My uncle is coming to stay with me because his wife just kicked him out the house." And I see her leave the store. She doesn't have, like an air mattress. Like, this bitch only has like a love seat or like a recliner. She doesn't have another bed for this man to sleep in. Who lets their uncle sleep in the same bed as them, So she dips, and then I later find out she went to one of the manager's houses to go suck some dude's dick at a little function.
Damn it, knew it.
He was a
Yeah.
mutual coworker of ours, and this dude was devastated. He was pissed at the guy, pissed at her. Fuck that bitch. Like, yeah, man, fuck that bitch. And then she still ended up like talking to him after that and trying to be all nice with him. But where I tie into this was, homie gets moved to a different department. I don't work with him anymore. I still work around her though. And my mom's coming to town. from the Middle East, and I take like a 4 or 5 day vacation to spend that
I'm
week
back.
with her. Well, she gets into a fight with my sister, and she's
Hello?
my sister's
Oh,
like,
fuck.
"Yeah, what happened?"
Right here, Contra.
I accidentally muted my headset.
What is that?
I'm not sober.
We know.
Oh God, my editing is gonna go badly.
He drank his Four Loko and Red Bull.
Does that mean it missed anything we said, or does that mean that
I don't know. I don't
weren't
fucking
speaking?
know.
We'll fucking find out. It's a fucking
find-
process, all right? It's a learning
All right.
process.
All right, so I'll finish this then, and then if it shows up, it shows up. If not,
We're done
we'll just cut
after
it
the
out.
story, so.
Why?
Shut the fuck up. You're not talking anyway. You
What are you
faggot.
talking about? I talk
You
all
high
the
piece
time.
of shit.
You never talk.
What the fuck are
So-
you talking about?
So I take this 5 day vacation to spend it with my mom, and my sister and her get into a fight the first fucking day we hang out. And she was like, "Fuck you! I don't like you. Go back to the Middle East. I don't want to see you." So mom did. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do for the next 5 days? Well, homie's, ex fling or whatever says, "Hey, me and this old Mexican lady that I work with, we watch horror movies, like every night or like every Tuesday night, whatever. Come hang out with us." So I come over. First night, I'm sitting like so far on the sectional, like I'm sitting literally on my own, and her and the old lady are like snuggled up together. And then by the second night, I'm closer. Third night, this bitch has her like feet in my lap. By the fourth night, she's literally laying on top of me under the blanket, and I'm like rubbing on her leg and kind of like, rubbing on her inner thigh, kind of like brushing her past her pussy. But for all these nights, as soon as that old lady leaves, this bitch passes out. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll just wake her up, send her to her bed, and then I'll sleep on the couch. So for 3-4 nights, I couldn't catch her in time to fool around. She would just pass out. Now, for some people, that wouldn't stop them, but, I have more class than that. So one day,
More than the bare fucking minimum.
this old lady gets up. She leaves. This is like the 4th or 5th day. Old lady gets up and leaves. And homegirl goes up.
Ugh.
We changed the movie. And as she's coming back to sit down next to me, I grab her and I sit her in my lap. And I go to kiss her. She gives me forehead. I'm like,
Rip.
okay. And then she like hesitates for a second. Then she starts making out with me. And I was like, how long have you been waiting for me to do that type shit? We do our thing. I find out very early on, as soon as the shorts come off, that she's a squirter. I was like, this is fucking great.
So where are you going with this?
Let me get to it.
You know this story. Come on.
Yeah, let me finish it. And long story short, she squirts all over the place. I take her to her bed. She squirts all over the bed, basically ruins it. She sleeps in it. She passes out. She sleeps in it. And I'm gonna go sleep on the couch. The bed's covered in squirt, and I don't like to cuddle. Anyways, so I'm walking out to the living room to go sleep on the couch, and I step in a fucking puddle of squirt with my sock on. And that was both the best and worst feeling of my life. Yeah.
I just heard the
I'll be honest, I
story
hate
of how
squirt.
Zoraki stepped in squirt.
I hate squirting. I'll be honest. I don't get why people like it.
I prefer it over
Isn't it
creaming.
essentially
though.
just piss?
I don't.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's too fucking. I don't know. It's
I
like
actually asked this once, and I
Gross.
don't know if Zoraki's the one that acts all mysterious and shit. But what the fuck is a creamer?
The bitch who doesn't squirt, like her pussy just creams,
a regular chick.
What does that mean?
Okay, so with squirters, when they come, they spray or they get wetter, so they just start
Start
dripping more. With
Yeah.
creamers, what'll happen is like you'll basically have the equivalent of nut. You'll pull it out and you'll see like there's white on you. So that's what a creamer is. So there's the two different kinds. The bitches who
So
Come
which
moist.
one do you like more?
I like squirters.
What about you, Skelly?
Creamers. I don't like this.
What about you,
I don't like
Contra?
fucking
Oh,
everyone.
never mind.
What do you know?
What'd you say?
Do you like squirters or creamers more?
I don't fucking know.
Exactly.
Contra will be like, just
Which do you like the
I'm like,
idea of better? You used to watch porn.
Probably creamers.
There you go. That's my man.
so you got two cream team enthusiasts.
Skelly.
There you go.
Camp-
I'm
Your
trying to
camp-
I'm trying to hear that pussy, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Mac
you
and cheese,
can hear
bro.
that.
Mac
You can
and
hear
cheese.
that pussy when she squirts. But you know,
No,
after you make her come.
that's piss. That's making fried chicken.
So technically, in the drip league right now, squirting is an unpopular opinion.
I've never like. I don't get why people like squirting. I'll be honest.
I mean,
it's so
if I
messy.
didn't know it was piss, it'd probably be hot. But since it is just piss, no thank you.
Even like looking at it, it doesn't look good to me. Like it looks fucking
See,
nasty.
I wasn't looking at it. I just felt it because like I do this thing with my finger. But anyways, and as she's coming, like I'm feeling something going against my hand, and I'm like, this bitch just pissed on me. That's what I thought. No, that's what I thought at first. Like this bitch just pissed on me, and then I made her come again. I was like, oh no, wait, she's a squirter. I'm dehydrating her. But yeah, essentially, she's still pissed on me either way. Like, you know, it's not surprising. I don't know with those though. It's like can't fake them. Like,
Well,
if
yeah,
you're
you
with
get-
a squirter, you know she's not faking an orgasm.
I mean, I don't know. People, it's kind of easy to tell if a chick fakes or not. I'll be
Oh
honest.
yeah, well definitely. I mean, if you're in tune with a chick's body enough, you can tell.
Yeah. Also, like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I try
My
to make
first
it. I like
girlfriend-
to make a girl come before I even stick my dick in her. Like,
Oh, I like to do that too. I like to
Wait,
make them
how
come
do
at
you do
least
that
10
again?
times.
what?
How-
I don't know. I never.
Find the clitoris.
You have fingers and you have a tongue slinger.
yeah.
I
If
love
you
that.
get good
Like,
enough, you don't even need to use a
Again,
tongue. Just use
you
your
have-
fingers.
Yeah, you have to clit. It's literally a cheap button. It's an easy button.
You know,
You know what's
my
funny?
favorite.
I don't
my
use the
favorite
clit more often than not. I actually like do it from inside. There's a
I
way.
do. I like to go on town on the clit. I'll be honest.
I do too. It depends because I can do it either with my non-dominant hand or my dominant hand. So depending on which side of the bed I'm on, I can do it. It just depends on what's easier. Because if I go from inside, my forearm muscle tenses up. But once that happens, like I'll do the clit maneuver in a counterclockwise motion.
What the fuck is going to be the description for this episode?
Drippling
Talking about
talks.
chicks.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
We went all over the place.
not really. We mainly stuck to chicks.
Essentially,
Okay.
that's what the description is going to be. The Drip League talks about their experiences with women and relationships and sexual experiences, you know, if applicable, which
I
You know,
talked about this on Twitter, but I got puked on once. There's this chick I was seeing, right? I went over, and we were fucking. Like, she was riding me, riding my dick. And this
You
bitch
know,
puked.
yeah, thanks. We
I
didn't know what she
fucking-
was right.
It was like that, you get that little preemptive, boom, you notice the person's about to go.
The
and you see it.
pre-puke.
I fucking just shot my head to the side of the bitch, puked all over my fucking shoulder.
Awesome.
I threw this bitch off me. I ran to the fucking bathroom. I washed myself off. I got dressed, and I'm like Contra, who comforted her and make sure she was okay. I fucking just left. I was like, "Fuck this
Yeah,
shit."
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
Puked on me.
Bitch pukes on me.
Dude,
I
I'm
don't know. I'm out.
Hey,
one of those
hey,
people
hey!
that,
She didn't.
if somebody pukes
She
in front of me,
didn't
there's a
throw up
chance I
on
might
me.
puke.
She threw up near me. Okay.
Yeah. This
Would it
bitch
make a
puked on his
difference?
shoulder.
You know, this bitch was
Yeah, she
like,
puked
oh,
on me.
she was all teasing me the whole time. She was like, oh, I bet you're a lightweight. You probably can't hold your alcohol. Bitch, you
Blah.
fucking threw up.
You
It wasn't even that much rum. Get the fuck out of
You
here.
roofied her. Remember, it's not her fault.
The chick that Skelly was fucking. He basically burped her, bro, with his dick.
I fucking.
oh god.
I hated it.
Let's wrap up. If we
I'm
go
really-
further, we're gonna get this cat.
Shut
Really,
up.
'cause I'm one of those dudes that someone pukes, like there's a chance that I might puke or I'm gonna gag at least, right? 'Cause I fucking hate puke.
I'm
So,
the
like,
opposite. I
I'm like
used to be
gagging.
that
I'm
way.
like, you fucking bitch.
There
I
was a
fucking
time-
this bitch had food poisoning. I found that later on.
There was a time my sister puked like near me, and I ended up puking on myself from the sight of it. But now, like, my dad will do it in the kitchen sink while I'm in the living room, and I'll just look over at him and I'll just laugh. Like I won't even puke or gag. I'll just
Humans
laugh.
tend to puke.
I'll probably just gag. Like I don't think I've never actually fully puked from it, but I'll gag at least.
I
Now,
fucking
I'm your-
I think the
danced.
last time I
Dangerous.
puked was the 5th grade. There was a bug going around and chunks, lots and lots of chunks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the stomach virus.
I think last time I got food was when I got food poisoning a couple months ago.
Dude, food poisoning fucking sucks. There's one time I had undercooked chicken, and I couldn't puke, but I felt like I had to the entire day. So I went and I shoved my
I had
fingers
fish
in
that
my
was
mouth.
had expired. Like I fished
Ew.
everywhere. And like I remember I was once playing Halo with Tosa or whatever. I felt like I was getting motion sickness or some shit. I was literally like, Tosa, I'll be right back. And I just puked on the floor.
Right. Well, that's
Casually, I
recent
came
then.
back. I casually came back like nothing happened.
So
You know,
it was
that
recent.
feeling.
And I puked 4 more times in a row later. So
Jesus
Oh,
fucking Christ.
It was
I think I remember that. You messaged the
rough.
group chat. You were like, I'm fucking dying.
Yeah,
I
it was
like, "Damn,
rough."
we're-
It was fucking rough.
This reminds me of this one time when I was in 5th grade as well. I wanted to go home early. I hated being at school, as anybody does. So I used to fake headaches. I used to fake stomach aches. I just, whatever I could do to get them to call my mom to have me go home. So I told this one kid, I was like, hey, bro, I'm going to make myself throw up in front of the fucking like yard monitors, like for recess. I'm going to throw up in front of them and they'll have to send me home. So I went and I shoved a pen down my throat trying to puke and it didn't work. Gag reflex.
The throat goat himself.
He's like, what am I going to use? Can I use your pen? I was like, don't do
He
that.
can't
That's
throw
gross.
more than Obama.
God damn, man, Jesus. Michelle got that glazzy.
Hey yo, isn't it crazy how we were supposed to end the podcast like 5 minutes ago, but we're still going?
It was more like 20 minutes ago, actually.
For the love of God, let's stop. It's literally an hour, 15 minutes.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but all right,
Yeah, but
fine.
you can give me more work.
What was that?
He's so fucked up. He's so fucked up.
I'm completely fine. I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's cap.
gonna send
I'm
him-
fine as his eyeball falls.
Oh, there's
Shut the
Moo.
fuck up.
We're still recording, Marasa. Welcome. You're on a podcast. Here you go.
Welcome.
No, don't.
It's Marasa.
I'm gonna paint over him.
Hey Marasa,
Tim.
are you wearing a skirt right now?
You deafened. You fucking deafened. Hold on, I got a message.
Just a teaser clip. Slinger.
Look, I'm gonna end this video right now. I don't care if you talk more.
Hey,
That's a teaser.
hey, who's recording?
Next
Who's
week.
recording, me or you?
Yeah.
Who's editing?
Me or you? Hey, I'll edit it myself, motherfucker. You keep it in.
Hey,
You keep it in.
You do that shit, you fucking useless prick.
You keep
That's
it in.
a clip.
Goodbye.